T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
That is right, you guys. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Welcome to Friday Night Smackdown and or AEW Rampage post show. Looks a little different here. Stephanie is not here with us on tonight, but I mean, when one doesn't, has other plans, my tag partner is always available every chance she gets. So, Nikki, welcome to Friday Night Smackdown / Rampage. And I think you're frozen now. Right when I do my introduction. That's crazy. Very disrespectful. But here we are. Nonetheless, SmackDown was a very already starting. Don't want you to be great already. Just already ruining everything as of right now. And you're on mute too. So that was
beautiful. What a night.
Luckily, we kind of just started going live now because I did get the notification on my phone.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Nikki? Did you enjoy Friday Night SmackDown and Rampage tonight? What were your thoughts?
It was interesting. It was cool. It wasn't anything that I felt like was like, I don't know. Monday Night Raw really has been taking the show for the week. It really has. And SmackDown has it's not bad. It's just
a work in progress. There's
a
lot of things that they got to fix on there. I mean, we're seeing a lot of new different type of matches. Some people are getting back on screen we haven't seen in a long time. Various different opportunities are happening for those. And I mean, I think eventually, maybe once the draft maybe come around or something, there may be a lot of shaking up happening. Maybe it's a few call-ups. A lot of different things may transpire where maybe both Raw and SmackDown can equally balance each other out instead of one show feel like it's back to being superior than the other one.
I'm not gonna lie. I really thought Charlotte was coming back tonight. I really did. I'm not gonna lie.
She is totally with a lot of people, honestly.
Yeah. I really did. I wore my shirt. I wore this shirt under my work shirt.
Just
I've worn this all day long.
like you're manifesting Charlotte in Canada, to be exact, because that's what they were. But
Ontario, right?
Ontario. No, was it Montreal? Montreal.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, let's go ahead and dive into the show, to be exact. And as you can read from our title, this woman just can't keep her ass out of jail. For what reason? I don't understand. Like, last week she comes out doing the contract signing, throws out the money and say, here's a fine, here's the money, use it for the budget cuts. And then she gets removed. But tonight, she says she's not leaving. But she definitely left. She got escorted out of the ring after she attacked security. Just slung them around like rag dogs, and almost wanted to put her hands on Adam Pearce, to be honest. But that didn't take place. And Ronda Adam Pearce just like begging her to like just stop. Like, what are you doing? Like, this is not the right way to go. This is not what's supposed to be happening. Here we are. Well, there's a lot of speculation that this won't look like TV, but she does not. By no means necessary. So, does not look like Miss TV. By no means necessary. If you know who TV is, then we don't have to, elaborate more. If you don't, go look at the post, please. You figure it out. Go to hashtag Smackdown. You'll find out. But Ronda got escorted out. They always manage to do this police angle with Ronda. Like she's a cage animal or something. Every time Ronda is here, she's going to jail. She's getting locked up. How many other ways can this woman get locked up?
I think there can be more.
If I could watch Ronda get locked up every week, she would have like one of the highest criminal records in WWE history.
I mean, like,
she got buried some mugshots, probably.
She's running up there with Stone Cold at this point.
Stone Cold used to go to jail every week.
It's almost like they're bun money crazy.
It is. It really is. You have no idea.
You have no
idea. Like she laid it out last week that she got the money, okay, and she don't give a damn about her reputation, okay.
That fake ass Amazon ass.
We put the money on the table, and this is what we got, child. It's crazy, but nonetheless, Ronda is in the backseat of the car.
Oh God!
Out comes Roman Reigns getting out of the vehicle. He's solo dolo. He's by himself tonight. Mm-hmm. He's getting ready for the face-to-face that he's supposed to have with Drew McIntyre, which closed out our show, which we definitely get into as we move on within the show. But let's really talk about the women. I mean, First of all, breaking news. Earlier through the day, before this even transpired, we found out that Zoe Stark was injured again. And Nikita Lyon was unmedically cleared to be involved in this tournament either. So what I said was those bitches weren't gonna make it anyway.
You did say that from the beginning.
They was not gonna make it to this tournament. Somehow, some way, it was either somebody's coming back or they're gonna utilize toxic attraction. And they end up utilizing, well, first of all, we got Natalia and Sonya. This would be us, I swear.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Natty, obviously.
Obviously, of course. But I mean, I'm Sonya. This is the gear I would actually wear.
It's astonishing, to be honest. Her gear is sick.
Fire. I love
and
black and white.
They do really well at taking us back a little bit, kind of like, you know, we're acquaintances. You know, we may be friends. Yeah,
going on here.
I love it.
I think it's cute. But we also had 3 other women. Control was in the building tonight, and of course, Bayley gets a chance to mess with Michael Cole, someone who she hasn't messed with in a very, 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 very long time. And if you know how Bayley gets on Michael Cole's nerves, she
especially Hill Bayley is on a whole different level.
It's hilarious. It really is. They all look good.
Yeah.
Loving Bailey's gear, attire. Loving Dakota's hair though. It looks really cute. And of course, EO. Love her too as well. Like she just got the SmackDown 1200 show taking place tonight. It's Control overlooking Alexa and Asuka. I just think that
Last Monday, definitely not.
No, absolutely not.
That match.
I don't think they are. But they came out and I believe they stayed for the entire show. To be honest, I think they did. They didn't make too much noise, but they made a lot of noise during this match here because they, scoping out their competition, seeing who they eventually going to have to face somewhere down when it gets close to the finals. But Toxic Attraction makes their SmackDown main roster debut. It's kind of when I actually watched their entrance, it doesn't hit the same as it does on NXT 2.0. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole fogginess, the fog and everything with the camera and stuff like that. I don't know. Like it's just like they look like two little jobbers coming out here a little bit. It's just very well put together jobbers. Definitely can tell that as of right now, they will probably not be main roster ready yet. They would have to really look to par when it comes to being a main roster star. I don't know. Just about freaking time. I agree with Santana. I think it doesn't hit the spot because they what?
You and Justin, y'all must. Yeah. Damn. It's about freaking time. Okay.
Freaking at that.
Freaking.
About freaking time.
I love it over here. It's so SmackDown is ghetto. Very ghetto.
It really is.
It's like going to Bible study on a Friday.
Oh, child. And then they got all the gossip first ladies in there, the deaconess talking about somebody's child that they know on drugs or something.
I honestly, like, I really, really, really enjoyed the entrance. Like, I really did. I can see where they may not be ready, but I do think that I thought they did pretty well. Like,
and they are a legitimate tag too, though. They're not put together,
I still think, and I'll say this to the end, I still think Aaliyah and Raquel are gonna become champions.
It's very possible, but nonetheless, I thought this match was really, really good. For people to say that JC was carrying the match, I don't know. I can't necessarily say. I think Gigi is a great wrestler.
I would have to actually go back and look at it because honestly, from what I saw, I thought the match was Natty was doing really good with them.
Yeah.
And I thought that the spots that everyone were hitting were nice. I don't know if it just was that I always pay more attention to Gigi anyway. But I just felt like they were both holding their own,
I think people always try to, when it comes to tags, it's always, well, this one is really outshining this one. Yeah. It never fails. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always have that. When you're in a tag, it's always gonna feel like there's always that one tag partner who is like star, and then it's always like, here's the other one. It's never like, look at them together. They both balance each other out. Nobody's better than the next one. I don't know. It's always just weird to me that's always how it is. Like they always
the narrative. That can always be a narrative.
It's always that. But nonetheless, Toxic Attraction, Gigi and JC ended up beating Natalya and Sonya Deville to advance to the semifinals of the Women's Tag Team Tournament. And now here we are. We finally are down to our 4 teams that would eventually lead to 2. So next week on Monday, this coming Monday, we'll have Io Sky and Dakota Kai versus Alexa and Asuka. Don't really know how that's going to transpire or come Monday.
Are you ready?
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
It's prediction time.
It's going to be definitely a celebration. And then, of course, on the following Friday, it will be Raquel and Aaliyah versus Gigi and JC. So, I don't know. Like, we're getting somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, we really are.
Something's going to happen.
Something is definitely going to happen. Now, what if Gigi and JC don't show the hell up? Now we're going to do.
I do think, though, that no matter who wins in Io and Dakota and Alexa Bliss and Asuka, I think they're going to ruin it for the other person. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and probably try to take their spot.
And to be honest, now that Gigi and Jesse have JC. What did I call it? Jesse?
Jesse.
Toxic Attraction. I don't know. I still think Aaliyah and Raquel are beating them. Honestly, I do. I'm saying it now and I'm predicting it. I do think that in this final round it will be Alexa and Asuka versus Raquel and Aaliyah, and I think that Io and Sky and Dakota are gonna cost them that, and that is what we call long-term booking, because even though we can't get the story between Dakota and Raquel, like if that match happens, holy shit, like you can't even avoid, like people in the crowd are gonna at least remember that feud.
But now that they are talking about NXT on the main roster and stuff like that, they're probably going to bring up like this, like as soon as Raquel and Dakota stand across from each other in the ring, you know, of course they're going to do that little stare down. Everybody like who knows what has happened on NXT is going to cheer it up, hype it up, and stuff like that. It's going to be like, okay, because I mean Raquel does want to, you know, would like to face Dakota in this tournament.
That would be my dream.
She's been very happy that, you know, she's back now too, though. You know, so she's been very open about her being back. Joseph said, considering we have that 6-woman tag at Class, whoever wins between Bougie and the Bees and Toxic Attraction, I could see them winning the whole thing.
Who's Bougie and the Bees? Is that Raquel and Aaliyah? Is that their name?
I don't know.
Oh. I
just think Joseph like to give them names. I have no idea. I don't.
Bougie and the Bees is crazy as hell.
I have absolutely no idea. But as we move forward into more so the show, because it's mind-blowing. It really is. What else is mind-blowing is that Sammy finally gets to speak to his tribal chief. Roman just doesn't look happy. He never looks happy. He just looks like he's miserable. They call themselves that on the bump. We need Bougie and Beast merch. I guess. Well, I don't think I need to speak about merch too quickly. We know what happens. But Sammy finally got to be in the room with Roman Reigns for once. Finally, it happened. He had nobody behind. He had nobody, by no means necessary, like to stop him. The Usos nowhere to be found. Paul Heyman is still in recovery from the F5 he took from Paul Heyman through the announce table at SummerSlam. But Roman just pretty much is like, you know what? The IC title, like, it would look nice being a bloodline. It would. So he pretty much just encouraged Sammy to go out there and win that match tonight, the Fatal 5-Way match, to see who will win and face Gunther at Clash of the Castle for his Intercontinental Championship. Sammy was very happy. And you know, he's in his hometown and everything. And I mean, the pop for Sammy was just like crazy tonight, you know. He finally got to meet, like I said, his tribal chief. So I mean, this was the motivation that maybe he needed to go out there and win.
Yeah. Well, We all know Sami Zayn was not lucky like my boy Eddie Edwards. I just have to bring it up. I'm sorry. You know,
Oh God. You just gonna wait. Everyone pack is always gonna be brought up. I promise you it is.
I love Sammy, but you know, I don't know. This is good for him, but still, I feel like, you know, some people you just want to see doing, you know, other things, but you appreciate them at least being on TV as a, you know, consistent.
Well, what I can say, someone who I think you really would like to do other things and not actually be on your TV screen. It's to the rock and roll WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus will be here come Monday Night Raw.
In the words of Charlotte Flair, I beat her. So
Trish Stratus, the 7-time women's champion, will be here come Monday.
Yeah.
Will she confront Bayley? Cause
I don't know what the hell she's doing, but she better watch it, because this should be, and this is all I'm saying. This is all I'm saying. This should be the Sasha Banks return.
It's, you know, it would be nice. It would be.
Bayley doesn't really need the match right now.
No.
But Sasha could really, let's give the people what they want in stature and ability, because you see what happens when you go against, you know, you may have been, you know, I respect Trish Stratus. I will say that. But maybe it's time to, you know, you tried the queen on her territory and you lost. Maybe she will take on Bayley, but I don't think that's a good idea. I really don't. I think that if she goes into a feud with someone like Sasha Banks, it would be nice.
I don't know why they just want people what they want though. Like, because I know like Trish, because you know she's been on Twitter and Bayley has made comments and shots at Trish Stratus on Twitter.
Yeah,
like, they've both been going at it for a minute. Even like you know, Trish and Becky has been going at it for a minute. I mean, Sasha and Trish haven't really been going at it. You know, on Twitter, they like Sasha's called out and said she wants to wrestle her, and Trish.
But they've been together at C2E2.
They were
taking pictures.
I mean,
being lollygaggy. But guess what Sasha Banks is known to do? She will turn on that ass in any minute, and she'll take what she wants.
She doesn't use a backstabber for no reason.
Yeah.
So here we are. Who really knows?
Yeah, who knows? So she might not even wrestle. Who knows?
She might not.
I wouldn't be upset.
I think the last time she came,
I wouldn't be upset.
She didn't wrestle, I don't think. But who knows?
But welcome back home, Trish. Love to see it. I will be tuned in Monday night.
It is her turn. She was running Monday Night Raw like it was nothing back in her time.
Was. I'm wearing specifically for that day. I'll be in my 4 Horse women shirt. So you know, it ain't over till it's over. Hey, Trish.
I'll be in my classic black tee.
Trish.
So here we are to the segment that I wish I did not see. Maximum Male Models is out there. Don't really know much of what they were talking about. I can't necessarily say, but obviously they was just, you know, coming out there to show off their new, I guess, line of the week or something, before being interrupted by these people. Hit row.
Man, it was really, it was wild. The concert, they went like 3 verses, and I was like, wow, this is what we're doing.
I was not impressed.
I
If
bet
AJ Francis,
I know the crowd was. I just know it.
what?
They were feeling it.
I just know
They were in Canada. I feel like they were going in for it.
If AJ Francis would have added another G to his run,
Oh,
I was gonna lose it.
I don't even know what to say, to be honest, because
I put the G in KING.
I don't even know where that's going.
Only the God above me can judge me.
I don't even know how you caught those lyrics. To be honest,
I was on my way home, and I was just like, okay, well, Hero came out there and they attacked them. Like they ended up attacking them, and then what? They performed and
they performed,
you know, and stuff like that, and she liked it, but all know that Max Dupree said that AJ, you don't fit the maximum male model requirements, and they attacked them. Me, this what I would have did to all three of them. I would line their ass up and went to work. Don't let me. I would have went to work on all three of them. Okay,
we definitely would have got put out. We would have got put out.
Them rapping is like, who booked this crap? Because this is not what I wanted. What are you doing? And y'all on Twitter really hyping this up. You guys this is how I know a lot of y'all are not, y'all are fakes. A lot of y'all on Twitter are fakes. Y'all would sit here, oh yeah, Hero, like I'm jamming, I'm dancing every time Hero music come on, I'm twerking and stuff like that. That round was really dope. It was really cool. I like this. Stop lying. This is what's wrong with y'all. This is why we got a lot of untalented rappers out here, because y'all yes men and y'all want to hype them up and stuff like that, and y'all be lying. Y'all ruin these people's careers because y'all lying to them. Stop lying to people about their rap career. That was the worst thing I ever heard in my entire life. And y'all honestly think for a second that y'all want to see them in a rap battle with the Acclaim? You gotta be joking me. I'm mad. This shit pissed me off.
I can't even like. It's so hard for me to look at my screen.
I'm so mad. I don't understand. That shit made me. I was like, you gotta be joking me. This is what we come up with, right? Yeah, Triple H is the one who booked this, and guess who's holding the sign? Triple H. Who booked this crap? The guy who's holding the sign. You brought them back to do what? To give them another chance. And you see what happens when you give people another chance? They come out there and they sound like a bunch of like all of them, every single last one of them. I hate it. I don't want it no more. Take it back. Get them all their papers back, unsign the contract, rip it up, burn it. I don't care what you do with it.
I don't know what it is that, and well, I know most people will be like, oh, it's for the culture, blah blah blah.
Y'all can't use that for the culture thing no more.
Yeah, I really can't. And and I'm gonna say we really can't. We really can't do that, because when does it become like, and I'm gonna be very light about this, but when does it become a character and a caricature? And if you don't know what that is, then look it up. But when does this become borderline inappropriate? And then when does, like, even within the comparison to like the way they're building last
Hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean. Did you really put your picture? Oh, oh my god! Proceed. I'm sorry. I just happened to notice this. I was like, "It's the edit from me." I'm like, "What edit?" All right. If you don't know, you just don't.
That picture is as ghetto as this performance. It's the same to me as like the way they're building Lash Legend, though. I have problems with that character too, because
how they're building her though. Like, At first, her doing her talk show, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. But
It
now
was
it's
really, like the whole lashing out thing. I thought it was really good, and
yeah,
now I don't. I feel like it's a lot of things that have changed within her character. She's not how she was when she first came in. Her lashing out segments were really good. You know what I'm saying? Really nice to have. First black woman to pretty much kind of have her own talk show in
yeah.
WWE at that. You
In
know what I'm saying?
WWE.
It actually be really good. She came out real fashionable every week. You know what I'm saying? Like down to the T. But now it's like
She's the talkative black girl, and it's like, why is that a storyline?
it really takes
Like you don't see like Carmelo and Trick going out there rapping and doing it.
no.
You know why? Because they're performers,
Mhm.
and
Their work inside the ring shows for it. I mean, they don't
what
have
the
to do
hell are we
that.
doing? Like, eventually, like if all three of them were just amazing, talented wrestlers
Mhm.
on top of the gimmick, it would be a little different for me because then not only can you go out here and do this performance, but then you're beating someone's ass. Like it doesn't give me the level that Acclaim. I don't care how goofy his shit is. I don't care how, it's just there's something about that makes sense. Where
Mhm.
with Hit Row, it just
It's like a
it
bunch of
never
high schoolers trying to build a rap
never hits.
freestyle unity.
And
Okay.
maybe oh my god. And maybe it's not
Give him.
supposed to be for us, but I
Mhm.
still think that when you make it about the culture, then it doesn't matter the age, it's still for
No.
us. Like you're trying to get, and this is just my opinion, like you're trying to use them for a specific demographic that a lot of us already watch. I didn't even
Mhm.
realize like how big like the black wrestling community is. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many different people that are doing content and doing things and doing meet and greets and doing these conventions and stuff like that. I never
Yeah.
knew that. You're trying like, and I would say like 60-70% of us still mainly watch WWE. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you don't have to, it doesn't have to be forced.
No.
Like it just doesn't have to be forced. And I just feel like with this gimmick, I don't know, Hit Row just oh Lord, it just is so like
It's awful.
it is. It's
Great
awful.
people though.
No, they are. There's
Really
some
nice people outside the ring. I will say that. Just don't care for them on TV.
yeah, I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Another
I'm
person I can get jiggy with, Karen Cross.
oh my bro, I forgot he was even back.
yeah, he's very forgettable. I can't even tell you what was going on here, but they're here. And maybe they're sending a message to Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns, but probably Drew the most. His time is up eventually.
I know she was yelling out some. It sounded like she was yelling out some spells or something
Oh Lord,
at the beginning.
Oh.
When she was like talking or something. I don't know, but we saw her first. Well, I know I did. I saw her first. I didn't really, but it was, I'm still trying to understand why he was brought back, but that ain't none of my business.
I mean, I guess we'll find out if he's really after Drew, or is he after Roman, or is he somewhat helping Roman to?
Because if they put the belts on this man, like y'all could have gave it to Theory.
Maybe Theory cash in on him, ruin his whole career again.
I'm just saying, if y'all gonna give it to Cross, y'all need to give it to Theory. That's so like, that's don't piss me off. Like, like, don't, like,
Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Joseph said it feels like he only came back to WWE because there were reports that Tony Khan wouldn't sign him because he wanted to have Scarlett. With him, Tony wouldn't sign Scarlett. I mean, well, he's
that's
not
why
much
it's
like his wife, if we're being honest.
He's not.
So we saw what happened when Scarlett wasn't around. He was in a helmet.
If there's no prime example of why women's wrestling is better, this would be your picture.
Literally.
Because
honestly,
without her, he was awful. Who wants? Why would you book him without her?
It's stupid. Crazy.
So if this doesn't show you that women's wrestling at least matters, just take a picture.
It's having a woman figure by your side.
Yeah, or women's wrestling is just better.
To be honest,
and it helps men's wrestling.
Yeah, it does. As we move on, within the show. We finally get here to our Fatal 5-Way match. Winner earns a Intercontinental Championship opportunity at Clash of the Castle. We got Ricochet, Madcap Mox, Sheamus, Happy Corbin, and of course, hometown fave Sami Zayn is here. 100% Nikki, I think the helmet and the look aside, Vince exposed the truth. Karen ain't nothing without Scarlett. Period. Okay. But yeah, we had this match here. I thought it was really good. It had some really nice spots. I mean, it was looking like Ricochet and even like maybe Happy Corbin could have won this match. I know Sammy had got somewhat injured and then he came back.
I knew going into the match that Sheamus was going to win, but during the match, I thought it was going to be Ricochet.
And, I know you said it started how they, in the match, they give Ricochet a lot of this momentum, and then he doesn't win.
He's an idiot. He's not an idiot, but
he do all these crazy spots. All the eyes be all on him.
I don't understand.
Anticipating his next move, and then he loses. But he did not take the pin, though.
He didn't, but he still doesn't take the win either.
No, nobody.
They build this man, and he was just a transitional champion.
Literally.
I don't know. I do think that I kind of figured that Sheamus was gonna win, and then I kind of figured that Sammy wouldn't win because obviously it's hometown. They're not gonna do too much. Well, but Ricochet was, I don't know. Ricochet was he was close. They always do this. I don't know I don't know for those who are, big on Ricochet. I don't know. I don't know how it is to root for that man because that's a lot.
It is a lot to deal with, honestly. I mean,
but shout out to him and Samantha and their blended family.
Oh God. All right. Poor Sammy. But Sheamus did end up winning, and he will actually go on to face Gunther 2 weeks away. Walls for the Intercontinental Championship. It is official.
Put him in a cage.
Get Pete Dunne. My God.
Girl, it's okay.
Please get him out them ugly outfits.
At least you get to see him early.
Oh, Lord. I know, right? Hopefully. I don't know. I mean, he's just back here. I haven't seen him in weeks. He has not been out here in weeks. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on, but I hope he's able to come back as Pete Dunne and leave Butch at home or throw him in a closet somewhere and lock the door and put a chair in front of the doorknob or some shit. I don't know. Whatever.
What if Butch is like his Roman? Like how Pete Dunne, Nicki Minaj, Butch, Roman.
I mean, if they're giving him like an alter ego,
that'd be a nice little story. And then just Pete Dunne comes out to Dungeon Dragon.
All right. I don't have time for it. I don't have time. Speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, I didn't know what the hell was going on here. I thought that this was a goddamn ritual being taking place on the New Day. The Viking Raiders had a
I mean,
had a funeral for the New Day. It's possible speculations that Sarah Logan could be joining them. It says she showed up. I did not see her unless I blinked really fast. But I didn't see Sarah Logan on my screen. Did you see Sarah Logan on your screen?
I saw this
Did you pay
person.
attention to this?
I saw this, but
Mhm.
I didn't see
Okay.
where it was confirmed like that it was
Joshi said he didn't see Sarah Logan. So I'm like,
yeah.
I didn't see Sarah Logan. I'm like, where the hell was she? Because now I saw people
Yeah.
saying that she could join them, you know what I'm saying, possibly come back or whatever. People like to speculate and make rumors and just
Yeah.
say that this is what's going to happen without actually having any facts to back that up. So
Right.
here we are, funeral for the New Day. Who knows how many funerals they're gonna have for them? There's the booty-os, there's their shirt. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Will Sarah Logan join them? Maybe, maybe not. Don't really know what the purpose is gonna be as of right now. But
Yeah.
here we are. And that's on that. So we get here. Liv Morgan. She has a lot to prove tonight. She's had people on her from Shaina, from Ronda, Shaina to Shotzi, who she faced tonight as well. On her back, trying to see if her arm is going to be 100% by the time Class of the Council gets here, and she showed that she is ready, she proved that she was ready tonight to take on Shotzi. Before the match started, they did make the announcement once again. Of course, Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler for the Smackdown Women's Champion at the Clash of the Council. This is something that has been building up as of right now, and it's going to be very interesting to see how this match plays out. I will say that. She beat Shayna Baszler the same way she beat Ronda Rousey. Liv, I'm gonna need you to go heel. You're gonna need to change something about you because eventually fans are just not gonna be feeling you like that anymore. Kind of like how
She's not. And this is what's so crazy to me is people are upset at her because she's a babyface and not getting clean victories.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it boils down to.
It is.
She hasn't been getting clean victories as she was before she was champion.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's gotten the gold, and it almost looks like she'll do anything
to keep it. Mm-hmm.
And I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about Liv beating someone clean like a Shayna Baszler.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Liv can easily drop. I know for some reason a lot of people want a lengthy reign from this, but I don't think that's like, and I hate to say necessary, but
is it necessary?
What are we gonna do? Like, don't we want people to go back to, and maybe this is just me thinking from a marketing standpoint, but don't y'all want people to feel sorry for Liv? So if she loses,
mm-hmm.
and then she gets it again, or if she goes on to win the Royal Rumble,
mm-hmm.
Because we are, and I say we as if I was like working for WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to continue to build someone like this, or do we just give her a title just for her fans to really just shut up? And now they're not shutting up; they're turning on her. Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. This is a weird concept. And I think that when you don't have a 4-horsewoman involved in something, sometimes I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes it misses the lack of star power.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at these two right here, this doesn't look like, I don't know. It just doesn't give me anything. It's like
It
Liv
doesn't feel like
Morgan.
a believable, like it doesn't feel like this is a believable championship title match.
Yeah.
When you have someone like a dominance like Shayna Baszler and then a Liv Morgan. You know? Feels weird.
It does. And I don't even know what they're gonna do. Like that's the weirdest part. It's like I have no idea if Liv's gonna win
Mm-hmm.
or she's actually gonna drop. But I think that I'm leaning more towards Liv is probably gonna beat. It's probably gonna beat her.
I have no idea. I know a lot of people say that Liv deserved this because she's worked hard for it and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that, but Shaina hasn't been in a singles title picture since that WrestleMania of 2020.
Yeah.
She hasn't. She's maybe a tag champion, but she's really been getting at the bottom of the barrel, to be honest. For someone who come from NXT, being as dominant as she is, and even coming over to the main roster and even showing some type of dominance that she did, she has a win over 4 horsewomen.
Yeah.
Becky and
Bailey.
You know?
And I don't know if her and Sasha I think Sasha beat her recently I think they recently had a match on SmackDown.
They may have.
Not recently like that, but like, within the year. I don't know.
Yeah, they did. They had one on like May 6th.
Oh shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, of this year to be exact. They did.
That's crazy because that's my birthday week.
We've had 2 matches. They've had multiple matches.
Yeah, like I figured. Like I was like, they've
had matches in 2020. They have matches in 2021. So
yeah.
they've had matches, against each other. So like they've had, and then their matches were really good though.
Yeah, Shaina and Sasha, from what I remember recently, like that match was pretty stellar.
So
because that's when Sasha was just
one, she was with Bailey, and then the other part she was by herself, and then the other part she was with Naomi. So I don't know. I don't know what the outcome is going to be with this, but we just got to kind of pretty much just wait and see how things play out.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got into this match here. Liv, of course, still holding her injured arm, and Shotzi here after their beef that they was kayfabe that they was going through over on social media and stuff like that. But match was all right. Nothing too exciting about it. It was cool. Liv, of course, got the win, but did she really? Because Shayna Baszler attacked her towards after the match was over with. Literally, people thought that, and I thought myself that she was going to step on her injured arm, except she was like, nah, bitch, get your ass a boot to the face. And Liv Morgan was laid out. And Liv Morgan has constantly been looking like a weak champion.
Ouch. I don't know. I really don't.
It's just like she's easy to like beat the hell up.
Yeah.
Literally. At least
it's the same way that they're almost like they're doing repeats with certain builds when it comes to the women. Mm-hmm. The whole broken arm thing, but I'm still out here competing. Mm-hmm. I've seen it for years, and I just I have no idea what the hell is going to happen. I think this match, though, between them was very pointless. And there's no reason, and I say this in the nicest way, but I really don't think they have anything for Shotzi. I don't. I really don't. I even when I would like, even me not being the biggest Liv fan, I've still felt like they've always had something for her. Something. You know what I'm saying? With Shotzi, as we're starting to lose more and more people into the knockouts division, I do think that Shotzi would be a really good addition. Yeah. There's no direction for her. And I sound like a damn scout. But I'm just saying, like, if I was looking for someone, I would I don't know. Like I just
She would fit the mold over there.
yeah.
Like I wouldn't want to see her in AEW. Absolutely not. Like no.
Hmm.
Um, but her in Impact, her grunginess that she has to her, like her look itself, she wouldn't look like anyone else in Impact. She doesn't like anybody else here at WWE either. But
No,
she
but
doesn't
she
look
just
like anybody else in Impact. Like I feel like she would have a different presence over at Impact because Impact does make the focus a lot on the women there.
hmm
A lot. Whether they just doing some backstage segment
yeah.
or whatever, it still makes it feel like you cannot miss it. You know. While we live in Shotzi, I mean, you could have run a marathon and came back and not would have cared what the hell happened within this match.
Yeah, I don't know. And that shouldn't be the mold of our champion.
No.
Um I don't know when the hell Charlotte's coming back, but whenever she does, hey, that title's sitting really pretty. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I do think though, since we're here, I don't think Charlotte's going back to SmackDown.
She could go to Raw.
Yeah.
And I feel that way because let's see.
Because she's already had a triple threat match with Sasha and Becky.
She has.
What if she has a triple threat match with Bayley and Charlotte?
Who? Uh,
Bianca.
that'll be interesting. But I mean, Becky is on her side right now and it's kind of get her like.
No, I'm sorry. I meant Bayley and Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Because she already did Becky and Sasha.
She did. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but then SmackDown wouldn't have any Four Horsewomen like they kind of do now. Don't have a Four Horsewomen,
No.
Nobody is there. It's just figuring it out. But here we are. TikTok, Drew McIntyre. Your time is almost up. No, see no pun intended. But Drew is going to be making his way to the ring for the face-to-face with Roman Reigns. But of course, like I said earlier within the show, next week we have the semifinals with the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament with Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah taking on Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. This will happen next week on a Friday Night SmackDown, as well as announced too, Ricochet will take on Happy Corbin as well next week.
Child, he probably gonna win again.
It's Corbin.
Wow. I thought we were just gonna cut that for 1 week. That's so like the disrespect is just crazy.
Hey McAfee, he the one. He keeps bringing it up. Bomb ass Corbin. But yeah, we finally get to our. I just stuck that in there.
Oh.
When we get to our closing of the show, Roman Reigns, he comes out, he said, there's nobody more deserving in holding this title than me. There's nobody that's been carrying this company on their back the way that I have. And so on and so forth. Drew McIntyre, he comes out and says that you don't deserve to hold this title. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. I deserve it. Blah, 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 blah.
He's a moron.
Do I want Roman to lose? Yes. Would I want to see Drew McIntyre carry the title? Both of them, or even just maybe one? Because it seems like Roman could just be dropping one title instead of just both. But right now, they're implementing that it could be both titles, but who knows? From the way that he looked at one of the titles in his room, in his dressing room, it seems as if like he could be dropping maybe that Universal title. It could be.
I'm gonna say that that phrase where it be like stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Mm-hmm. This is it.
Because no, I do not want Roman to be champion.
Mm-hmm.
But I also do not want Drew to be champion either. So, to be honest, I would rather Roman retain.
I already cashed in on him, to be honest.
That
I
too,
don't think
but
even know when Roman will lose a championship. Hell, Theory hasn't teased had to cash in yet.
but wouldn't he have to like to protect Roman, right? He couldn't win the match.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't win the match and then get cashed in on, right? He would have to lose to
possible.
Drew.
I mean, but not with. Well, I can get what you're saying. Maybe not with Roman though, because if Roman loses to Theory, it's gonna be like,
yeah, but if he loses
Theory?
to someone like Drew,
and
then Theory cashes in, I feel like everyone's saved.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Drew is sacrificed for Roman, if that makes sense. Because no one's gonna remember that Roman lost. No matter how long. People are gonna remember that Drew won that title and then was cashed in on immediately.
I don't know. Like, I feel like I knew that, we pretty much kind of like, within the discussion of that this was eventually going to be Roman versus Drew somehow, somewhere at the Clash of the Castle. I mean, the rumors were out there, the speculations were out there and stuff like that. I know people say they get tired of Brock and Roman. I've seen Drew and Roman 3 times. I don't know which more else y'all can give me. Like, I get it. Drew looks like a challenger for Roman. He does. No matter how many, how lack of interestingness of that he has. But he looks like an actual opponent for Roman. When if there's not a Brock, there's not a Cena, there's not a Balor. Shinsuke is still on the outskirts somewhere, which this honestly could have been Shinsuke maybe. There's still something there that hasn't even been brought up yet. When we thought maybe Shinsuke was going to be the person to maybe challenge Roman, he got attacked by the Usos, and since then they just haven't said anything else at all whatsoever. So, I mean, yeah, I get it. This does give him a real title shot in front of a crowd, but he had his real title shot in front of a crowd at WrestleMania when he faced Bobby Lashley. In front of a crowd, and he lost.
He did lose. Thank God.
I don't know. I feel like this should be Bobby Lashley, to be honest.
I feel like it should be too.
Because Bobby never got the opportunity to really defend his title in the Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah, but I also think that he would be cashed in on immediately.
And I really would not want that to happen though. Like, I wouldn't want Bobby to get cashed in on. Like, not at all. I feel like, I don't know, somewhere in the line, come Clash of the Castle, I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't. Like, you even if at some point you feel like Drew could win, there are some things that's going to be lingering around. You got Karrion Kross somewhere lingering around. Who does he somewhat kind of inserts himself or what? Maybe he wins.
Kevin Owens should do something.
Well, I think Kevin's going to save Sammy. That's what I think.
That might happen.
There was some subliminals drop with Sammy and Roman when they were conversing, and they was talking about KO. So I think eventually we're going to have Sammy and Kevin being a team again.
They need to win.
And they would take those titles from the Usos.
Yeah, they definitely would.
So I feel like Kevin's going to slap some sense into Sammy. They're going to go after those titles and take them from the Usos. It's possible. But speaking of Sammy, he ended up being a sacrifice for Roman in the midst of Drew doing his Claiborne kick on him, and Roman ended up hitting him with a Superman punch. But that didn't keep Drew down, because this was the ending and the closing of meanwhile, this man put his hands on me. That's literally what I saw. I need see the clip
Drew
with
looked
the
crazy back there though.
that was like there was somebody on Twitter was like no shade, no tea, but those titles do not look good on Drew.
They really don't. That's what's so crazy.
It looks very weird. I don't
It
know.
looks.
I don't know. I mean, who knows? But this is the end. Roman covering up his nose, like he got punched in the face, which he did anyway. But here we are. This is the end of the show with them, and this is very much like this is a memeable photo. It really is. Like this is very much like I don't know.
I don't even know.
I can't even tell you. I really can't. But that was the end of Friday Night Smackdown, y'all. We are a whole hour into this show.
I don't even know how we got here.
I don't either. But let's run through Rampage. We open up the show with Claudio, the Ring of Honor World Champion. We heard from him, I guess, trying to scout out who his next challenger would be. Found out it would be this guy, Dustin Rose, the forgettable Rose of the brothers, comes out and says that, you know what, I'm going to give you the best version of Dustin Rose you've ever seen in your entire life. When is this going to happen? I have absolutely no idea. Do I believe that Dustin is a believable opponent for someone like Claudio? Absolutely not. I don't. So why does he think that he needs to be the challenger?
Nothing makes sense over here, but I'm just gonna roll with it.
Once again, this is AEW Rampage, so
Yeah, I mean, I say this all the time. Like, I don't even think anyone, if they would have been giving out a raffle in the crowd, and they would have went around and said, "Who do y'all think is gonna come out on Claudio?" I don't think not one damn person in their arena would have picked Dusty Rhodes.
absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No. Wasn't even thinking about this man. He wasn't on anybody's mind. He wasn't even thought of. Like, I didn't even think that it was him. I thought maybe it would have been somebody like, I don't know, Small Joe, some shit. I don't know.
I don't know who I was expecting. I mean, I was hoping Jonathan Gresham, kayfabe.
Ooh, that would have been
It
nice.
could have been MJF. That would have been nice.
He could have.
But
And nobody, like, come on now. We know that Claudio is beating this man's ass. Okay. He gonna do some little raggedy, dangly little moves.
I'm scared for him.
It should have been PCO.
Now, let me tell you, if Honor No More would have came out though, solid.
It would have.
Solid.
I think they need to do that at another Ring of Honor event.
Kenny King on that mic would have been cold. No cap. I ain't even gonna cap. Kenny King and Claudio might go crazy, but Kenny would have to definitely try.
That man will be trying to fight the.
He did like a spiral axle off the. What are
you doing? What is this? I can't, but I don't think for one bit that man is see, look, PCO would have been cool. PCO would have handled it again. But here we are. So it seems to me that Ortiz and Ruby had some issues with Sammy Guevara and Ty Mello. They want to fight. They want to fight. Let's fight. That's all I heard throughout this whole promo. I didn't hear anything else. All I heard was let's fight. And I don't know if Sammy and Tay are going to accept their challenge, but maybe they are. It seems like we're going to be getting a lot more mixed tag matches happening in AEW, preferably on Rampage. Any thoughts here?
The thought is, why? Like, they could have just fought each other. Them two fighting each other would have been like, I just wish that people really understood how how much of a draw intergender wrestling really is.
Especially when
Like,
both competitors know how to wrestle too.
they're literally getting like, and let's just be honest, Ruby versus Josh Alexander. Talk about it. Like,
It was a good match.
phenomenal match. Now we're getting Josh Alexander versus Masha Slamovich.
Mm-hmm.
That could there
crazy.
could be something there, and I just think that like Ruby and Ty, whatever the hell she wants to be called. I just think that like it has to be something with the deal that they have with them having those titles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the AAA mixed tag team.
Yeah.
So it I guess it's just, and I guess it's the same way with October 15th. Taya Valkyrie defending her AAA Random Del Rey Championship against Thunder Rosa, who is the current AEW Women's World Champion, and obviously can't talk. But yeah.
Well, of course. I think that would have been funny is if he was like, "Let's fight," and then Ruby socked his ass in the face.
Oh. Oh.
Mimi.
Yeah. I want to see Orange Cassidy versus Britt Baker. Like, just take out my money, please.
Give us Kenny King and Jade.
Girl. You know what would be good though? Chris Bay versus Athena.
Oh yeah. Like they have similarities like in
Yeah.
the ring when it comes to like showing off their high flightness. It definitely would have been like really good. But Kenny King and Jay gonna throw some hands.
Yo. Ty Valkyrie
already
put over anybody.
Oh, girl.
Ty ain't gonna put up with anybody.
Put her in a match with Darby Allin.
Oh no! See, that's a good one, but I want to see Ty Valkyrie versus Rush.
Yeah, I agree.
Or even Andrade.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. It's a lot.
There is. Intergender wrestling is just.
It's cool.
It can be better first.
No, it's like it's cool to see the women and the men be able to beat the hell out of each other.
Yeah.
And nobody gets hurt. And the women that actually handle it. Sometimes the women be beating the hell out of these men. I tell you what.
Jordan Grace and Matt Cardona set
the bar.
They
really did.
They really
did. Even Athena's and Swerve match was really good.
Yeah.
Too. Even the one with Ty Valkyrie and the other guy that
Pyro.
Match we could they never could find it.
Yeah, that match went crazy.
But I really wanted to see that match, but I could never find it. Maybe found like clips or whatever, but wanted to see like.
That's why I brought up the whole Ruby and Josh, because that's been one of her best matches all year.
Mm-hmm.
Like that match was really good. They're really polar opposites in the ring. But I don't know. We'll see.
So we move on here to the AEW World Tag Team Champions Swerve and Now Glory versus Private Party.
Shots.
I'm so glad that Mark fixed his hair because my God, I thought I would have to,
Hey,
literally.
I mean, it does look better. I'm glad, and I said this while we were watching. Private Party getting this TV time is very vital. It's important. Yeah. It's very necessary, and it's
first time we had two African American teams go for the title. African Americans.
So
you can't say we're not showcasing the black people
basically
on our program.
TK wants
the African American.
Both of them. You gotta have both of them.
Americans.
TK really had to let that be known. I was like, girl, like TK in his like daily messages are just the funniest shit ever. He is one of the funniest people unconsciously. Like, and unintentionally too. Like
It's like what be possessing him to just tweet that shit? Private Party felt like they wanted to tag title despite being ranked number 5 and getting this title shot. Well,
I don't think that really mattered.
African Americans. Okay.
Yeah, that was more.
That is the point of this match.
Culture was more important. History was more important. You know, they give him a lot of shit already because I was reading some comments.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, because people are funny as hell. Somebody was like, yeah, because he only gave Jay the championship because she black or something. I was just like,
African. That will never, like, every time somebody that's not a part of the culture refers to black people as African Americans, this is how I pictured it. American down here, but you're African up here. So
that is the most nerve-wracking
separation is right there.
No,
like,
it is.
It's not like black people, you know, or the other word I like to say, people of color, or you know, you want to take back to slavery, you know what they do. I'm not going to say it here, maybe off camera, but go pick up the book.
I just feel like nothing really matters in AEW. Like anything can happen. But when they do moments like this, they're like, this is how we do it. No pun intended. This is how we do it.
You might well just play that while they walked out.
Oh,
this is how we do it.
I don't know. I love Isaiah Cassidy, so I think seeing him on Rampage was really good. So that was the good part. But I don't know. You know, history has to be made. I can't wait till we see 2 African American women go after the AEW Women's World.
Can't wait.
I can't wait. It's gonna be like Jade. It's gonna be like Jade versus Athena in like 2 years or something.
African American, right there below. But of course, I got this photo from a guy named Will on Twitter. Actually, he actually was there taking photos, and I thought it was really cute. Look, actually, really good, to be honest.
Shout out to him.
But Swerve in your glory, in our glory, or your glory, or their glory, or his glory, or my glory, or her glory, all the glories.
I ain't swerving in shit. Do you mean?
One, retain their titles, and of course, a nice salute for the African Americans doing their cultural salute to each other in a way of.
TK know he wrong. You know he wrong as hell.
This is how the African Americans say, "Good game, bro. GG's."
GG's.
Speaking of a good game, they got ruined by Powerhouse Hobb because he decided that he wanted to flip the table because he mad.
He is so problematic. It's ridiculous.
I told you.
Like, what are you mad? What are you're mad? You're really mad because Ricky Starks lost the championship?
Jumping that man. He said the only reason why he was there to be in his corner was because he was champion.
I heard that. Because, you know, I seen Ricky talking and I was like, you know, let me cut on the volume.
Niggas in that bitch screaming.
But what's your... Oh. Wow.
I don't know what his purpose to come over here. Like, why? Like, is he upset at the fact that they you know, they could be trying to acquire Ricky Starks or something? Like,
was you gonna say Ricky Martin?
I was.
Look at Anthony Ogogo just sitting back there not doing nothing.
I didn't even know who he was. I thought he was just like security or something.
I don't even know why I spotted him. To be honest, I have no idea. He's like, I guess because I'm looking at QT, obviously, and I'm like looking at Anthony Ogogo. Just,
I'm like, who?
No showing up
I didn't know who that was over back there. But it seems like eventually Powerhouse Hobb is going to have his hands full with everybody here. It seems like it. It's possible.
Well,
Honestly.
he better pipe down.
He needs to. Someone who definitely got piped down was Zach Clayton of the reality of Jersey Shore. He was in a match tonight with Hook for the FTW Championship that lasted, well, you could have blinked and the match was over. Like, no subtle movement, just go to sleep. So
I don't know what they're like. Squash matches on Dark is cool because you get a lot.
mm-hmm.
But this past Wednesday, they did that shit to Varsity Blondes.
They did, and I was just like, what?
And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't like this because it may give more exposure,
Mm-hmm.
but Zach Clayton's promo was longer than his match.
Literally.
Why?
It was just like you could have wrapped that promo up within this.
Y'all could have did this on Dark.
To be honest, or not at all. I like Hook, but come on.
Oh my God, that shit. Oh,
come on now. Listen, your girl is Jay Wow. You saw how she was knocked. You saw how she backhand Mike. A backhand Hook ass like that.
Whew, those were the days.
Full hand motion.
We will get back to Jersey Shore one day.
We might need to start over.
Like from the beginning.
From the beginning. It's a must. Joseph said, what is the end goal? After a while, Hook needs to be known more than just get in and get out. At this point, if he wasn't Taz's son, I don't think he would be doing this. This makes Zach look bad. He got so much media to get this shot. Well, obviously media didn't help him enough.
We have the same birthday.
Who?
Me and Hook.
Well,
yeah, it's kind of weird.
What's weird is also these guys here. They obviously have an obsession with Hook and obviously want to take his title too.
They talk too goddamn much.
Well, 2.0. I don't know, but they were here. And also, Billy Gunn had a lot to say about his son's turning on him, and now he's aligning himself with the Scissor Boys, the Acclaim. So now we got an ass man and scissors.
Oh my God. So does this mean their face?
They are.
That's so.
And that means that his sons are heels.
I do like this feud though, but I don't understand why. Like, why did the Gun Club even do what they did? Which is
because their dad has been like, well, Billy Gunn has been like very much praising the Acclaim and has been comparing his sons to the Acclaim, and his son's just like not really feeling it. He's really been kind of taking the Acclaim side.
I wanted Dominic to turn on his dad, and I think this is the wrong dad.
I think this is what y'all been manifesting.
Oh,
this is what y'all really wanted.
I should have bought a damn shirt. I'm gonna have to
we had both thought bubbles. I wonder what Lexi was thinking here. She earned her a paycheck today for sure.
I bet you if I buy a Dominic and Ray shirt, I bet you they break up.
Do you have an ass boy shirt?
No.
Well, here we
go. I only have one AEW shirt.
I know.
I know. That's real big.
Which we will get into her really soon. But this match was really not supposed to be here, but it happened. Buddy Matthews, accompanied by Julia Hart, had a match tonight with Serpentico, which he ended up defeating him. But he got a little visitor, Miro, who seems to be holding Malachi's black face covering in his hand. And he went out there literally and beat the hell out that man. Like, he literally went out there and beat the hell out of Buddy Matthews and even had a stare down with Julia Hart. There's a lot of things speculating here that maybe eventually Miro may not come out again alone.
I can see it.
Who would be beside him? Could be his
Red
wife.
Velvet.
If Red Velvet bring her ass out there, I am removing myself from AEW Rampage. All alone. I am leaving. I am packing up my bags in my suitcase and I'm leaving the locker room. And I'm leaving. I'm never coming back. I'm going to turn in my resignation. I'm never coming back.
I forgot that I've been doing the AEW shows. And yeah, that's my pick.
Well, he was laid out, so we're gonna keep moving. You can just ruin everything. Here we are, Britt Baker, because I just excuse me, Britt Baker, excuse me, CJ, you're right. Answer, thank you. I don't know why the hell she want to play around. Like, why would you even think that Red Velvet would be a choice?
Excuse me.
Loser.
Excuse me. It's crazy.
Red Velvet, excuse me. CJ Miro's wife is the answer. Thank you. You tell it, Joseph, because I don't know why the hell she think Red Velvet. Like, out of all people, why would it be Red Velvet? What would be the goddamn purpose? What would be the reason?
There isn't one.
Absolutely not. But here we are. No, we're moving forward from Red Velvet. I don't even want no damn Red Velvet cake no more because of this shit. As we move on to, of course, Britt Baker, DMD, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel, not Rebel, not Rebel, one of them, her name, whatever her name is. Backstage talking about how Thunder Rosa and Toni Storm are facing each other, and they're talking about, like, you know, wanting to be a part of the match and all this and that, and they're not even the number one contenders. But it seems as if, like, they could be sort of rooting for Toni Storm to actually defeat Thunder Rosa, to be honest.
Well, yeah, because that put Britt back in the number one ranking, right? Thunder Rosa would move probably to second because, I mean, she has your ranking is still good, but I don't know if it's better than Britt's, even though you've been champion and you've been getting ranks and getting wins. Britt has also been getting wins as well. They beat, Britt and Jamie beat Thunder Rosa and Toni. Let's not forget that. Britt has also obviously, lost to Thunder Rosa. So I don't know. I just think that it's crazy to me that you still have to use the pillar of this company in order to do something backstage. That's going to be like,
I mean, it wouldn't be right if we didn't see her. I don't
Yeah.
It would be nice when we see these three.
She's amazing. And I kept seeing people online talking about, like Sami Zayn got one of the biggest pops in his hometown. Never seen that before. Were you there? Were you there when she was in Britsburg? Hello? Were you there? Were you there? Did you see how many people? You see how many flags? You see how many flags were in the air?
They're literally in the colors.
Britt Baker literally has one of the biggest AEW pops in her hometown. Regardless, like it doesn't matter. She's a hometown like hero favorite at this point. But I do want to see Jamie Hayter become champion.
I think at some point down the line we're going to have Britt and Jamie in a match. Yeah, it's possible.
Even if it's just respect, and I hope at the end of the match they hug it out and realize that they are very much the two of the greats in this company. Britt Baker is phenomenal. Like she's phenomenal, and Jamie Hayter's a a phenomenal wrestler. Like
She-
she's really good.
Mhm.
And I think that eventually we'll see it. But I think Tony should beat Thunder Rosa, but I don't think that Tony's gonna beat Thunder Rosa. But I know they're gonna have a good match. Either way.
Who knows? But it did get announced that Britt will be facing Colin King on Wednesday for Dynamite. So of course, Colin King faced Tony Storm last week, and she lost. She'll be facing Britt Baker this coming Wednesday.
And she'll lose.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
thank you for your services.
so
Nice
much.
gowns.
Love her hair though. I tell you that.
Love her hair.
Hair is fire.
But you getting packed.
Packed up. So, move on to some more women. Well, yeah, more women. Penelope Ford makes her return. She actually made a return on During Dark, but televised wise, return, and she faces Athena. This is the first time ever these two have been in a ring with each other. It was pretty decent. It was pretty cool. You know, it wasn't. I don't think it was much of a bad match. Athena did end up picking up the win, but she ended up getting attacked by the baddies, Kiera Hogan and Layla Gray, right before Jade.
So sinister.
I hope that was sanitized. I really do.
I don't think so.
I don't know where that sledgehammer could have gone through as it went through the tunnel in the hands of other people. But while Jay was prancing her way down to the ring slowly with a sledgehammer because she wasn't going to walk any faster with those heels on, it gave Athena a little bit of an offense to try to take out Kiera Hogan and Layla Gray, but it didn't transpire too soon, because as soon as Jade entered the ring, she immediately hit Athena in the stomach with a sledgehammer, and well, here we are.
That was awful. I didn't think she was really gonna do it.
She loved this spotlight on her. We know it. It's.
I didn't think she was gonna do it.
I feel like this match.
She really pulled the trigger.
I feel like this match here might end up in some type of extreme street fight type match or something like that. I'm interested. Look at us, African American women in the TBS title picture somehow, some way.
None but black folk.
Nothing but African Americans in this ring, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't listen. If Tony is doing it just to do it, that's him. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm to the point where, and I'm as someone who is watching, as someone who is watching as a black wrestling fan, I just want to see the blackness. Oh my God.
We want to see the African Americans.
I just want to see the blackness. And like same with Battle Slam. Like it was black on black on black. Like that is, we need to see more of our talent. And in this photo alone, hey,
shows that we have a lot of blackness and African Americans taking place on
girl.
Rampage.
Don't bring this shit to Raw.
I pray. What?
Don't bring this shit to Raw. I'm telling you now. Cause I will get Titus O'Neil to come out here, baby. We don't do politics. We don't do what he was saying. We don't do political blah blah blah.
Listen, they identify him as an African American. Okay.
Oh, I set myself up for that one.
You did. Main event time, ladies and gentlemen. The Trustbusters versus the Best Friends. Of course, you know, they have this AEW World Trio Championship Tournament quarterfinals happening as of right now. Trustbusters versus Best Friends took place tonight on Rampage, and I watched this match. I did. There's a lot of things happening. Got to see Sunny on TV once again. She looked good in her white. I will say that. She definitely did. And it was pretty cool. The Best Friends ended up winning. So it kind of sucks for the Trustbusters.
Yeah.
Don't really know where that happens with that, but then Danhausen makes an appearance and he basically puts a curse on Slim J, whatever his name is, and he loses the match for the team. So now the best friends move on to the next round for the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament. They love tournaments over here. I swear they do.
Mm-hmm.
Just as much as I know y'all say WWE like tournaments.
No, they love
AEW love tournaments.
Yeah.
Every time I look up,
they have the people for it.
They do. They have
And
enough.
then there's a casino match that was a casino ladder match.
Ladder battle royal that they're gonna have it all out once again, like they did last year. Who we're gonna find out who the Joker is gonna be? That now last year's All Out, we did watch that together. You know, This is when we got both. Ruby had came. We had got Adam Cole, and we had got Bryan Danielson all within the same night.
Yeah.
This All Out, I don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I have absolutely no idea. You know, with AEW pay-per-views, their pay-per-views are really a lot better than their shows.
Yeah. They put on some really, I don't know if it's just they always have time to do something, if that makes sense. Like they have surprises, they have like undeniably great matches. Even the ROH card, like that card was solid as fuck. Like there wasn't a bad match on ROH, to be honest. And I hate that everything's going on with the whole whatever happened with Tony in the ROH deal or happening or whatever. You know me, you know how we are. I'm like, look, I just want to see it when it's done. Like whatever's going on, like I don't even care because it doesn't even matter. But
no,
they put on some good ass pay-per-view.
They do. They really do. Do you have any thoughts on that main event for Rampage tonight?
No, not really. I think that it could have opened the match. I mean, opened the card. I think that Swerve and them deserve to be the main event. 100%.
You gotta at least let the African Americans close out the show, Tony.
We will never be free. We will never be free.
Oh, because y'all like to use African Americans. We're black, okay? Or people of color, okay? No.
Like you can say black.
You really can. Like it's. We're not gonna get offended unless you say you black people. Now you didn't put you in front of it.
Yeah, you people is crazy though.
It's like, what do you mean, you people? Now that's like, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
You people. That's literally equivalent to the other word. You know,
it is.
Like, but you people is probably a little bit worse than, or about the same.
Yeah.
Either way, you
people is indirect. You black people is direct.
Very much so. But you,
You can't say it.
Now I'm gonna have to punch in your throat. But luckily, never had any type of encounters like that before. Hopefully, I do. I be waiting. I be hearing everybody else be having their encounters. I'm like, dang, when is gonna happen to me?
Well,
I'm excited when it happens, child. I can't wait to punch somebody in the throat. But that brings us to the end of our Smackdown. And I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm very tired. It is 1:04 right now. This is about one of the longest post shows that we probably have done here. No, because we almost went 2 hours one time.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was fun. Nikki,
you shouldn't have brought up Trish.
What do you mean? I had to bring her up. They announced her.
That was the book. That's why we wanted extra.
They announced Trish. Okay, I had to put that in there.
We already got to
made it short by saying, in the words of Charlotte Flair, I beat her. We could have left it alone. But you had to bring it up.
I'm just saying.
We
She'll
know
be here Monday.
in the record books. You could have said it Monday. But who knows what the hell she's going to do on Monday. But what we do know is that we are about to get on out of here, you guys. We thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on your Friday, Saturday, midnight snack section. Because this is very much so when you go get your snack at 1 in the morning because your throat's dry and you're drinking a bottle of water on the side. And it, outside of your bed and everything, you get a little thirsty when you wake up from your naps and stuff. But here we are. Friday Night Smackdown, Rampage. It was fun. We do have Turnbuckle Glam tomorrow, well, Saturday at noon Central Time. So make sure you guys tune in for that. We're going to talk about, normally we have it on Sundays, but fortunately we're going to move it to Saturday just for this week. And then the week after that, we won't be here. There won't be a Turnbuckle Glam show, but the week after next, starting in September.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do with Turnbuckle Glam is you'll actually have a posted time. Like we'll post it, on the page. We'll post it whatever. But it will actually, because we're actually introducing two new categories.
Categories
as well. To kind of broaden out some photos that we want to do. We're not going to say what they are yet, but we are gonna reveal them tomorrow, and then you'll get them on. So the first back episode will be actually on the 4th, which will be the same day as, All Out. So we'll do the show.
So that's Worlds Collide on that day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All Out.
Yeah.
Beyonce's birthday.
Worlds Collide will probably come out like Beyonce's birthday.
It's gonna be early though. It's
like 12.
Yeah, probably so. But they haven't really truly dived into what they're gonna be doing just yet. But we do know it's gonna take place before All Out. But make sure you guys come in tomorrow, hang out with us for Turnbuckle Glam. Me, Nikki, and Al. I think Al is gonna be there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all three of us come hang out with us on Saturday. No show on Sunday. Make sure you guys just can, go back and watch all the shows that took place this past week and everything like that. Come Monday, starts a new week. WET Live. Of course, Monday Night Raw with your Short Shakers. The only tag team. Only dominant tag team was Real Talk history, y'all. I am tired. Okay, I am. We're gonna wrap this up. You catch it. We'll give you the rundown come Monday for all the other shows that's going to be happening within a week.
Yeah, we don't have anything else until then.
We don't. Not at all. But make sure you guys follow us on Twitch. Continue to like, comment, subscribe, share our stuff. Continue to follow us on social media. We've hit 11K now. We have. One of our videos is almost at 5 million now. So it's a lot of growth and everything happening on Women's Wrestling Talk Instagram as of right now. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram. Make sure you guys follow the Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Continue to follow and subscribe to our Twitch channel as well. Make sure you guys check out the website at www.talkpod.com. There's a lot of news and a lot of things that's happening on there. Articles are dropping each and every day, so make sure you guys watch out for that. Next month, we're going to be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month starting September 15th to October 15th. So our writers are working on that to bring you guys something really nice, highlighting some people in the community, Hispanic Heritage Month, and all that stuff. You guys can always follow me and find me on Google at Drian Santana, DRIUNE. And then, of course, Nikki, you can find her on Instagram and Twitter at Nikki Bougie. Once again, this is Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for Turnbuckle Glam at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Bye, y'all.
Ciao.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.